So looking at logic and a logic class, how is logic connected to the world today, to living in the world today?
Well, Minneapolis is currently on fire. Seattle's dying, Portland's dying. All of these liberal bastions of liberal righteousness are getting torn apart from the inside. And I don't think that's disconnected. Today, so logic hasn't been taught in public schools for a long time, and that's obviously on purpose. It used to be taught all the time. Like logic was a mainstay of any education, any good solid education. Of course you need to learn how to think. Obviously that's part of any good education. But logic has been taken out of schools. That's not an accident. And I think ultimately it comes down to the fact that logic is an institution of God in the world, and they hate that, and so they've taken it out.
Yes.
For the same reasons that they are killing babies and trying to destroy what marriage is, and so on.
Right.
They're trying to get rid of God. So because logic has been taken out of schools, people have now grown up without logical thinking, which means they don't know how to reason. They don't know how to actually make good conclusions based on information.
Everything's done by emoting.
Right, exactly. And so emotion has become God. God's out of the picture, which means, well, what's left? Well, it's whatever you feel, right? I feel like I want to be a woman today, or a lizard, or whatever. It's
and
like,
this is insidious. This is something that is present in the family life of every Christian, right? Because it's just in the water. I feel instead of I think. Right. And all of our kids have friends who are more or less under the sway of the sort of thinking, like I said, insidious. And we may be aware of it as adults and fight that thinking within ourselves, but we shouldn't underestimate how that can impact a teenager just being in this milieu. And so then the formality of a course like this can really help clean some of that up, I think.
Yes, and also help clean up maybe part of some of our culture.
Clean up Minneapolis a bit?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing, though, because it's all about screaming and shouting, right? That's what they're...
Right.
That's how they argue, it's
well,
noise,
it's because they
numbers.
believe that truth is a power narrative. And so if that's what they believe, that's how they're going to use it.
Yeah, how do you arrive at truth? Well, it's whoever's strongest. That's what they think.
Yeah.
And so that's why they're shouting. Whereas in reality, truth is based on facts which are instituted by God. And if you don't know that, then why wait to burn down Seattle? Just go. I mean, there's no rules. There's no truth. And so they're hopeless, which is honestly really sad. And so logic, I see a logic class, a good logic class, I see that as a way of fighting against the poison seeping through our culture today.
Love it.